Hi guys, Rose here. I'm already regretting starting this vlog the way I am, which is handheld because I don't have a lot of arm strength, not gonna lie. Welcome to it! This is going to be a reading vlog. That's literally it. What other flippin' details do you need to know? The books and such that I'm pretty freaking sure that I am going to be reading this week is a classic. Let me hold on, make sure things don't fall. No, that's fine. I plan on reading The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander. Oh crap, I still haven't learned how to pronounce his last name. Mr. D! Is that fine to say, Mr. D? And what else do I plan on reading? It's like a mystery. Maybe. What's this that I'm zooming in on? And this is not feeling very well. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I mean, you can already see the spine title, but guys, go with me on this, okay? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Darth Vader. Whew. Okay. I need to change location so I can do some fangirling because y'all, if you do not care to hear about my Star Wars journey of being a fan of Star Wars in general, skip to whatever is right here. That's fine. And I will try to keep this as concise as possible. I've definitely had an interesting journey as a fan. Growing up, there was definitely a time where I actively decided, okay, no, even back up from that. So my brother, he is a massive fan of Star Wars. And as siblings tend to do, if your sibling likes something, depending on your relationship and your general age range, I was very young at the time, okay? You're going to decide, okay, so you really like this thing. Well, that means that I'm going to dislike it and I'm going to think it's just completely pish 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 posh, whatever that means. So I completely wrote it off, Star Wars, but it was around, when the heck did Attack of the Clones come out? I want to say that came out, was that 2002? I think it was 2002. So roughly around that time, that's when I'm like, well, okay, I'll give this a shot. This seems fine. So it was around that time that Attack of the Clones came out that I decided not to be a jerk about it and just completely write it off just because a sibling liked a thing. Youth. Anyways, oh yes, when it comes to the Star Wars prequels, because I grew up around it, I grew up with it, I actually like it. Oh, I recognize the flaws of the prequels. Oh, don't get me wrong, but I still find enjoyment out of them. As well, apparently I was a big enough fan at this point, when Revenge of the Sith came out, I actually went to see the midnight premiere of it. I didn't dress up because, I didn't have anything for it. It would have been cool if I was able to, but there was enough people in the theater that were dressed up and hyped up for it, so that was a neat experience. But at the same time, while I enjoyed that, I wouldn't say that I was a big fan. I was definitely a casual fan. Just, years go on, I've had remained just a casual fan. Here and there, I would rewatch the prequels. I wouldn't actually watch the originals hardly ever. Don't judge, okay? I do like the originals. Really, the point is, for a very long time, I was just a casual fan. You know what, actually, yeah, so I can start wrapping this up because otherwise I might go on forever and ever until I die. My big point is, it wasn't until really last year, I want to say the turning point for me of going from a casual fan to, oh, I'm really into this stuff, was with the premiere of The Mandalorian on Disney+. Guys, I already did 2 reviews on The Mandalorian, so you can see me gushing about that show in those reviews. I'll link that probably up here and down below. For now, I'll just say that was my turning point of really discovering, okay, I really enjoy this. And yeah, I did. I saw The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker. I saw all of that in theaters. I saw Rogue One in theaters, but it wasn't until The Mandalorian things clicked for me. Things changed my perspective. I guess, changed. And then after watching The Mandalorian with my husband, we ended up watching all 4 seasons of Star Wars Rebels on Disney Plus. Thank goodness for Disney Plus. Otherwise, I don't know how we would have watched any of these series. God, we watched Rebels pretty dang quickly. 4 seasons. It probably took us maybe 2 months to get through it. And then after that, we have now been working our way through watching the Clone Wars, and we're nearing the end of watching season 2. Point is, thank you, Mandalorian, for making me just come to love Star Wars. I've found, I want to say, very specific avenues of Star Wars that I really enjoy, specific characters and specific storylines that I really enjoy, and I am currently just enjoying my journey of learning more about it. And I've already, for instance, I already read Star Wars Thrawn, and I'm very excited I have other Star Wars books that I really want to read. I am currently waiting on Star Wars A New Dawn. I'm blanking on the author of that particular Star Wars book. I am so excited to read. I already requested that from the library. I'm having to wait because the same day that I went to the library, somebody else had already requested it. And so it's unknown. I am in unknown territory of when this person is going to finish reading the book, so waiting on that. Anywho's, I briefly lost my train of thought. I think the point of that is I'm excited to read more Star Wars books. Oh crap. Hold on, just one more thing, okay? I'm fine. Darth Vader, one of my favorite villains. I will say, when it comes to Anakin Skywalker, before he became Darth Vader, I would say my favorite version of him is in the Clone Wars. Understandable because it's an entire series. These writers and creators had a lot more time to really delve into his character. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. No, another part of that. So as my husband and I are watching the Clone Wars, anytime there is just the hint of the Darth Vader theme, we get excited about that, which is, there's maybe some issues with that. We recognize it, okay, because we recognize what he becomes. We're well aware, but yeah, it's just loads of fun. Okay, I swear I'm done for now. So now you know, I enjoy Star Wars. I guess for the other people who potentially stuck around, even if you couldn't give 2 rats behinds about Star Wars, just know I'm going to be reading some Star Wars books in the future. That's a thing. Okay. And just so you know, as I am reading this, I am also, let's pan up here, I am working on backing up my projects. I've once again gotten a little bit behind, so there is my Samsung working drive. I do not work out of the computer because sometimes my projects get just too big, and this works. Yep. And these are my 2 trusty backup drives that I put all of my projects in. So that is what I am doing. Because we do not have a car, I have to walk to the grocery store. Thankfully, we have 2 that are within walking distance. However, I don't really enjoy going to the one that's farther away from me, but it carries the glorious quiche that I so desperately crave. So that's the one I'm going to today because I want my quiche. Success! What's not a success is the weather. It can't decide if it wants to be winter, spring, or summer. Today it wants to be summer, and I wore a long sleeve shirt. Much regret. Why am I sitting in the corner like I don't know, a scolded child or something? Well, my husband is working from home and he's currently in a business call, a conference, whatever. He's doing, you know, adult working things. Anyway, my point is I am just want to update you on what I hope to accomplish today. I need to, it's basically correcting my subtitles for my most recent video. That's something I've gotten back into in the past, I don't know, few weeks or so. Just subtitling your videos is just the decent thing to do, honestly, because there are people out there who are hard of hearing, who are deaf, or may not speak your language fluently, so they might need the aid of subtitles. And the automatic system that YouTube have, it's okay. It just really depends. The best thing to do, honestly, though, is just to fix the subtitles yourself. Yes, it does take some extra time, but it's completely worth it. For me, I'm kind of slow at it. For instance, my most recent video is 24 minutes long, but to correct the subtitles, that's probably going to take me at least 2 hours. Again, because I'm really slow. So reading, scripting, editing, some closed captions. I think those are the main booktube things that I'm wanting to deal with today. If I need to update you on anything else, I should do that just later. Okay, cut to next clip. I think I've been at this for an hour or something, and I'm technically only through like 8.5 minutes of this video, so I told y'all that I'm really slow at this, so I need a break. And it's the perfect time to eat, not my hair, which I was currently doing presently. Food. I need food, and my battery's about to die, so a couple things need to happen. Okay. I did not get to update you all on my reading adventure of the Darth Vader comic. Plus, my husband, he has not read this yet, and he does not want to be spoiled on it, so he is currently out of the apartment, so I can talk about this while he's out of the apartment. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and I don't want to tell any of you spoilers, so really the only thing I can say is I am, I think, almost halfway through the comic. I am enjoying it. Palpatine, as we all know, is a big douche canoe. What else is new? There is a scene that takes place, and if any of you have read this, hopefully you will know which one I am talking about. There's a scene that I'm unsure of as to why Vader attacked some certain individuals, because I feel as if it wasn't necessary for various reasons. Yeah, didn't understand that, because these particular characters, it just didn't really make sense to me, but I'm not sure. Perhaps it's because, like, at this point, Vader has been newly minted as Darth Vader, so I don't know, dude is still like super high on his pain, and I guess just super high on being fully tapped into the dark side, all that jazz, all of that fun jazz, you know, lighthearted stuff. Yeah. The only other thing is, I know that when it comes to comics that their pacing is going to be different because it's a very different medium of storytelling, and generally from my experience with comics, they are faster paced and they will time jump more, but you definitely hope that whomever is writing the story will make it so it makes sense. Anyways, I'm sorry, rambling, I'm hungry. My point is, I feel that the pacing of this particular comic is just a touch fast. I kind of wish that there were moments and beats that would linger, just maybe one more panel or two more panels. Hopefully that made sense. did it! I finished reading the Darth Vader comic, and I guess honestly the best way to summarize it is it's the finalizing touches of Darth Vader becoming Darth Vader. Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. So, final thoughts. I did enjoy it. The art is absolutely fantastic. At this moment in time, I don't know if I would say that I loved it, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I certainly want to continue reading in this particular storyline, comic line, both of those. Put that together. That's really, I mean, it's a short comic. There's not a lot that I can say, and I'm very semi-whispering, not whispering, just talking quieter because husband is out there, and again, don't want to spoil it. Now that I am done with that, hopefully at some point today I can either start on the Count of Monte Cristo or on the Thrawn comic. We'll see what I can get to because, guys, I'm still working on the closed captions and the subtitles for that particular video, and I still need to script the new video. Yeah. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno!
So we're looking for friends at Jango Fett, or places where they hang out.
And to do that, we must go to the lower levels.
I am back home from running some errands, so time to get out of the jeans and put on some comfy pants. Yeah! Ooh, some behind the scenes stuff. So guys, this is my setup for any time that I film. Yep, that's exactly where I sit. And this is my, you know, you use what you got. Right here is where well, I'm holding it right now. That's where I would place my camera. And that is, well, that's my laptop because I generally script most of my videos because otherwise it's what works best for me. Moving right along, I have just two lights. I have this big one right here and I have this one right here. Are they the best of the best? No, but they get the job done. I think they work just fine. Such a slow zoom, but that was fun. You can see right there, that is the external mic that I use because the internal mic on what you're listening to right now, it's not great because not only can you hear the camera trying to focus, but it also has this kind of fuzzy sound to it. This particular camera that I use is also secondhand and I've had it for 3.5 years, something like that. The point is I do need to use an external mic, and in the editing process I do have to sync up the visual with the sound. It works for me. I did used to film out there in the main living area, but it's just too echoey for my taste now, plus the refrigerator out there, it likes to cut on, you know, whenever it wants to, and I don't particularly appreciate that, so just filming in here has been the best option for me because, hey, here is a sound tip. Because of the bedding, and I clearly place some pillows around just to try and absorb the echo, and it just softens your overall voice in general. Hopefully that made sense. And oh yeah, in front of my microphone, that is just a pop filter. It is supposed to help with, you know, the P's and the T's, that sort of noise. I think it does a fine job. So if you are curious about specifically the tools, I will call it, that I use, I'll list everything down below in my description box. I just want to point out that you do not need lighting. Basically, if you have a setup where natural lighting works for you, do that. Because frankly, if you can avoid spending money, because hi, I don't like to spend money. If you can avoid spending money, then, you know, do that. Natural light can work absolute wonders. Captain's log. So I'm finally able to do some reading today, and I'm still very much in a Star Wars mood, so I'm going to be reading Thrawn, Star Wars Thrawn, the comic. And also on the side, I don't think that's in frame, but on the side here I have my laptop open. I like to listen to, there's a channel on YouTube called ASMR Rooms. The creator of these particular videos, they're so beautiful. I'll link that down below. Check it out. She has a ton of just ambiance, especially for Harry Potter themed things. And she has some Lord of the Rings. I think she has possibly one for Sherlock Holmes. In any case, love it. Check it out. And yeah, I think it's time for some reading. Well, I at least finally know what the heck Eli Vanta looks like, because we were given no description of that in the freaking novel. He just looks like an average Joe. Wait, is that in frame? Yep, there's his mug. Just an average Joe. Even an average Joe description I would have appreciated. But okay, that's fine. Well, I said this during my Star Wars Thrawn entire reading review vlog thingamabob. Don't really understand the xenophobia in Star Wars. Right there, they're calling Thrawn an alien freak, considering just how flippin' diverse Star Wars is. Yeah, I would say I would probably prefer Star Trek Galaxy area over Star Wars. In the afternoon, my husband and I took a walk and saw so many beautiful flowers already in bloom. And then just before coming home, we popped into our local bakery to pick up some sweet treats. Yeah, treat yourself, am I right? Oh, hello. Don't have quite as much energy today, but life must go on. Things still need to happen. I need to finish editing my video. Shouldn't be too hard. It's a pretty easy video to accomplish. I mean, as far as booktube stuff goes, that's pretty much what I need to get done today. Edit and do some reading and have you guys follow along, because that's the whole point of this video, isn't it? Wow, I've wasted a full minute by not talking. This is how it normally goes. I wanted to update you on some of my observations of Thrawn, the comic. I haven't finished it yet, but working my way through it. Anyways, I will definitely say that compared to the novel version, the writer or writers of the comic, they have done a really good job of adapting it into this particular medium, because they are hitting all of really just the important bits that you need to know from the book. And in my opinion, if for some reason you wanted to choose, or you had to choose between reading the novel or the comic, so far I would honestly say just go for the comic. The other two parts, sorry. So in line with the comic doing a really good job of just hitting all of the important stuff that you really need to know, I'm not sure if in my Thrawn reading vlog, if I made it seem like I really dislike or that I hate the character Arinda Price. I don't hate her, I just don't particularly care for her. So the benefit of the comic is I don't have to read as much of her story as I did in the book. I didn't have to spend as much time in her head compared to the comic, so for me that's just a bonus Jonas. So there's that. I think the third thing that I really enjoy, I think the artist or the artists, they've also done a really good and just fun job of, they've been really clever with their visual storytelling of this book. I wouldn't say that I had issues necessarily when I was reading the novel of being able to picture certain scenes or certain scenarios, but the comic really clarifies some stuff for me, and I just definitely appreciate that. By the way, I don't know about y'all, if any of you read comics as well, I'm even kind of slow when I read comics, not just novels, because, I want to take my time and appreciate the artwork that's happening and the visual storytelling that's happening. yeah. I just spent way too long editing the video. I think I was doing some editing for a solid 3 hours or something. I'm not sure if I moved in that time. Don't do that, kids. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to look at the freaking video anymore right now. So I'm taking a break from that and my mind just blanked. I'm tired. There's that. Oh, I got a bit words. I do want to show you all something. So my husband and I have just been very recently been wanting to look into paintings and such to get, because we've never had paintings. We're not art collectors or anything, but we would really like to have some art on the walls. Eventually we would also like to print out some of the photographs that my husband has taken. He's a pretty dang good photographer. He likes to do that just for funsies on the side from all of the trips that we've taken. Eventually have those printed out, hang those up on the walls. I don't think we have ever, in any place that we've lived, and we've lived in quite a few places, we've never hung up any pictures or artwork, and we've just finally gotten to the point where we really want to, because at least for us, we really feel like having art and or our own personal pictures would just make the place that we are. It's a rental, sure, we are renting an apartment, but it'll just to make it feel more homey and at home. Yeah, I think hopefully y'all understand me. We got this particular recreation because, as I said, it's one of my husband's favorites, and we just wanted to see if this particular company, how good are they, basically. Yeah, we just want to see what is the quality like from this particular company, if we want to ever purchase something else from them, possibly something bigger. And yeah, my conclusion. Do I have a conclusion? I guess simply that we are on a journey to put things on the walls, because whoa, they're very bare in all rooms. So that's it. Sorry, another distraction, more noises. This time it was a child screaming. I'm sure they're fine. Okay. Guess who's doing their Duolingo at a freaking reasonable time? It me! The leaf blower wants to know as well. Is that your cow? Ist das deine Kuh? So would they say, sein ist mein Mann? We're gonna find out. Sein ist mein Mann. That's a solid no. It's ist mein Mann. Whatever. Live and learn. What the fudge did she just say? Oh, okay. That's my dress, bitch. They didn't curse. They don't curse in this. Not that I know of. Mein Kleid. My dress. Yeah. Yay! I got the husband's approval on my newest video. He's basically like my beta watcher, I suppose. He really helps me in just letting me know if something is too long, if a clip or a pop-up is not long enough, all that fun jazz. It's helped me a lot. One of the biggest examples I can actually give you all. So I did a review on Spider-Man Homecoming, and I had scripted, filmed, edited, and I showed him, and the message of his critique was I wasn't really able to follow along. It wasn't great. Yeah, that dinged my pride a little bit, but it helped out so much because I re-scripted it, refilmed it, re-edited it, and it was so much better than what I had previously done. So it was so much help, and I'm really glad that he's always willing to watch my stuff and just let me know how things are turning out. So I think the only other thing that I wish to accomplish tonight is I do need to back up the footage that I took today for this particular vlog. And then I might read a few pages from Thrawn tonight, and most likely polish off the night with a cheeky bit of fan fiction. Those are my fun plans for a Friday night. Woo! Things change when you get older, doesn't it, Blurry Gigi? It sure does. Well, that's a thing that my hair is doing. Okay. So it is day 6 of... I had decided, because, this is a weekly vlog, that I want to film for 7 days, and I've definitely learned something. And that is simply, I think the next time I do any kind of weekly vlog, I will probably only do it for 5 days rather than 7. I want to do this for maybe like Monday through Friday, the next go around, especially for on the weekends. That's the time I have with my husband, and so I want to spend it with him. I probably won't film a ton today. I at least did accomplish, yes, I uploaded and published my video for today. So today I put out, what the fudge did I put out? Library Loves Book Tag. That was uploaded today. I at least feel accomplished on that aspect. There are some costumes in here where, can I have that in my wardrobe? Because they're pretty freaking cool. So kudos on some of the costume design as well. Ooh, speaking of Thrawn, something that I also really appreciate is that in the novel of Star Wars Thrawn, some of the descriptions, especially for creatures and other non-humans, there just wasn't enough detail for me to really get a clear idea of what they looked like. And now I freaking know. So this is another bonus of the comic, is knowing what some of the creatures even look like. Hi. It's evening time, and to be honest, my folks, today has just been, not including this morning was fine because that was a productive time, but the rest of the day has been a bit of a wash. It happens to the best of us. Have I done any reading? A smidgen, but fan fiction. Is anyone surprised? I'm not. Oh gosh, I'm sorry you guys. This particular day has not been especially interesting. I do apologize for that, but this is reality, really. If I do actually any kind of physical book reading tonight, I will let you guys know tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure this is my face is so dang red. I swear I'm fine. It's okay. This is completely normal. Yeah, I think the next time I do any kind of weekly reading vlog, I am just going to do Monday through Friday, because I know I don't need to like show you bits of my life. A reading vlog can legit just be showing you what I'm reading and talking specifically about the books. So I do want to plan out better and be more diligent about putting that in a reading vlog. So that part I do apologize. So it's all a trial period, it's all experimenting, but that is currently what is on my mind. Okay, I've told you enough. I've filled you in enough. I will see you all tomorrow. Look guys, I'm finally gonna do the thing of reading. Yay! And it's something different. I will read a little bit of the back just so you know what the heck this is even about, even though I do think the title gives it away well enough, but so really it's just a collection of letters and correspondence to publishers, family, friends, to fans of the book, which records the history and composition of his works and his reaction to subsequent events. Obviously this is a non-fiction book, and it's a pretty hefty one. Gosh, how long is this anyway? 432 pages. That's really all that you need to know, so time for a reading time lapse. Not really surprising to myself, I didn't make it very far into the book. Just the nature of this book, I can definitely tell that it's going to take me a while to read. I wouldn't doubt if it takes me a few weeks to get through, because I definitely know I will be reading other books at the same time. As much as I know I enjoy this and will continue to enjoy this, this is not really something that I want to sit down with every single day and get through from front cover to back cover without just a break with different material, a different story to read. Yeah, just simply that. And okay, actually, I will say, I feel unless you are a fan of Tolkien and you've read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, so this is definitely for a very specific kind of audience for sure. That's really the update I have for this book at the moment. Right now, I am so flippin' tired. I think it's time for a nap. I rarely take naps, but it's one of those days, and I'm not sure. We will see what else I get up to today. Yep. I did it, guys. I did my practice. Not as much as I wanted to, but I'm still really tired. No, I did not take my nap. I'm having some regrets. But anywho's, yeah, I did what I could. There we go. That's still not that bad. And plus today's lesson, which, what is it called? Nominative pronouns. It can go fork itself. Yeah, I finally reached a point in my learning that I really need to do some extra, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, extra studying on the side to just help me understand some of these lessons that I'm learning. Otherwise, if I try to move on, I'm just going to be more and more confused, and that's not what I want. So anywho's, yay for me doing this, and I did it at a reasonable time as well. It is 4:04 in the afternoon. Go me! And then I just didn't film any kind of outro or anything. So here I am from the future. Really the only thing I want to say is, and this is pretty much just a reiteration of what I said, and I think the day 6/Saturday vlog ending part was simply, yeah, I think for next time, if I do a weekly reading vlog, I just want to do Monday through Friday. I just want to keep the weekends to myself. There may come a time where I might make an exception, but for now, I just think 5 days is what would work best for me. Also, I think while now that I've currently edited, I'm almost finished editing this entire thing. I don't think it's not a failure, basically, but I definitely think there's like room for improvement next time around, particularly in, I would say, I think to make this whole vlog thing like a success, particularly a weekly reading vlog, I think I just want to make sure that I have a more definitive, is that the word I'm looking for? A more concrete idea of what I want to read and, stick to that. I think that'll just vastly improve the entire situation rather than kind of going on the fly the way that I did. This was definitely an experiment because this is the first time I've ever done a weekly reading vlog. It was definitely a learning experience as well, and I did learn. Go me! Because I think I understand now of where I would want to improve the next go around. I think what might work best for me is when I do any kind of reading vlog, if I just do a reading vlog for one specific book, I think that will definitely give me more focus, which I've already done that. I did a reading vlog for Star Wars Thrawn, and I was very pleased with how that turned out. So that could end up being, I guess, simply like the best thing for me when it comes to any type of reading vlog. Yeah. And two things, frankly, whatever. If you made it until the very end, congrats, you are just the realist. Two, gosh, if you even found this entire thing remotely entertaining, oh, I am so glad. I will be so happy about that. I guess the third thing is, guys, look at my pants. Isn't that just flippin' awesome? I love this. This would probably be more deemed for the autumn time, but whatever. It sparks joy, okay? So I'm gonna wear it whenever I want. Okay, so this is very quickly gonna become rambling nonsense. So, this is the conclusion, my folks. Again, I really hope this was still enjoyable, even remotely. Thank you all very much for watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Let's do this. We're gonna go out like this. Yeah!